Hello and welcome everybody to Ticket to Ride. I'm your host, Mr. Emerald Dragon, and the other week, a few weeks ago now, I can't remember exactly when, I was watching Tabletop, a little show on YouTube by Will Wheaton, where he plays a bunch of board games with friends and whatnot. Saw them playing this and it seemed like a nice fun little thing, and I wanted to give it a shot, and then I was nicely given a copy of it on Steam, which is brilliant. So yeah, I thought I'd show off how it works, how to play a game, and see what you guys think of it. This is not going to be a big long let's play kind of thing, because you know it's just playing a board game, just another go after another go after another go, same old thing after the first few times. I mean, it can be pretty interesting depending on who you're playing against and what kind of routes you have and whatnot, and there are a couple of different versions of it. I mean, if we go in here, you've got the original one, which is going around the USA. You've got the European version, which is going all across Europe, and the rules are slightly different for it. I may do a Europe one and even a Switzerland one at some point, and show the differences in the rules. There's also a couple more game types for the USA other than just the original one. Like there's this one, the 1910 classic variant. I can't remember exactly what it is in this. I think it's different routes, and then there's this one, Mega Game. I think this, and then there's Big Cities. This one is different routes, and I think instead of longest train you have most... No, this is different routes and longest train. I think this Big Cities one is different routes, and the most complete routes gets extra points, and then the Mega Game must be a bunch of extra routes, and most routes complete and longest train all get extra points and whatnot. But I'm not too sure. I'll explain some of what I'm on about when we're doing the original one. Now, I'm not too fond of Europe, because you see Ireland sitting there and you can't do anything with it. I know it's because there's no real train link under the sea between Ireland and the UK, but still, it would be nice. I'm not too fond of going up along the black or orange route there at the top into Edinburgh in Scotland, though, because whereas see here in the USA everything is connected to everything else in at least two places. The Edinburgh line, it's only the one double track, which means there's only the one way to get there. Anyway, we'll start in with an online game. Come on, online game. We'll hop into this 4-player one. Ooh, no, access is denied. Right, in that case we'll create a new one. Fun times for all. It's open, it's going to be a ranked game, and we want a max of 4 players. In fact, we want a minimum of 4 players, and anyone can play it. Your karma level, you get extra points and you lose points of karma if you ever have to leave a game early. Now, unfortunately, because I have a little girl, I had to leave 1 or 2 games early, so that's why my karma is only a bit. My score now. Your score is based on how many wins you've got and all that, and of course I've won some and I've lost some, so my score is only 1227. Anyway, let's create the game and we'll wait for people to show up. Holy crap, we got 2 straight away. Boss. Ooh, I was about to say sweet. Oh, there we go, he reconnected. That's right, you've got these routes. And you have to make your way from point A to point B along these routes to get points. and if you don't complete a route, you lose those points. So I think, actually I don't want to waste time on that. I'll go along this route. Try and get big points. I'll probably fail miserably though. So, here's what you do. Every turn, you can do one thing and one thing only. You can either take a card, a train card, from the face-up ones or these hidden ones. I personally right now want to take a couple of green ones. So that used up my turn. Alternatively, I can play a train. Just drag your cards to a spot here on the map and you can put your trains in. You have 45 trains to play the game with. See, he just played trains. And if you play the trains, you get these points up here. One train is worth 1 point, 2 is worth 2, 3 is 4, 4 is 7, 5 is 10 and onwards. Now on this map it only goes up to 6 spaces for the longest section, so the most you can get on this map is 15 points, but on the other maps you can get up to 27 apparently. And that's how crazy it can be when you play some trains. Ooh, I want one of these, and I want just a random one. Now these multicolored ones here are wildcards. You can play them anywhere you want. Absolutely anywhere on the map you can play one of them. Now when you're playing trains you have to have matching cards. Like let's say I want to play on this 6 green bits here. I have a couple of greens and I have a wild card, so technically I have 3 greens. I can't just use 3 greens and these 3 reds to play there. It has to be 6 greens or a number of greens and a number of wild cards. You know, I am going to take another couple of these. Now, the other thing you can do is you can try and get more routes. And obviously, once you complete these, if you want bonus points, go ahead and take a route. But like I said before, every route has a points cost on it. Like this one that's at the front now is from there all the way over to there. You see them flashing. And that gets me 17 points if I complete the route. If I fail to complete the route, then I unfortunately will lose that many points. It's not very nice, but that's just the way it is. That's why I only took 2 out of those 3 routes that I started with. And that's another thing, the first 3 routes you're shown, you have to, and I mean you have to, choose at least 2 of them. And you know what, I may as well start making my way across some of the map here. Now, these double routes here, in a 1, 2 or 3 player game, you can only claim one side of it. In a 4-player game, a player can claim the second side of it. Like, there's yellow on those bits. I can claim those 2 pinks and those 4 blacks, if I want to. Of course, yellow cannot claim both sides of it, because a player can only claim one side of the track. Which is, you know, good for me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come across and I'm going to take those 2 pinks and I'm going to work my way down here over to this guy, but I'm also going to shoot 2 cards up there to that one spot in Chicago. just so that I have that. Oh, thank God I have a white and a wild card, because otherwise I'd have to use up those 2 greens. And I want to keep them. Why do I want to keep them? Well, there's a couple of lines that need only greens. Well, I don't need to worry about that one, but I may need to go up to... where the hell is that? See, I'm not too familiar with all these places in the US. Really not familiar with them. So I really have to look close at my screen to figure out the place names. And for some reason this font style that they use is really hard for me to make out sometime. Halloumi? I don't know. I have no fucking clue what that actually says, so... oh well. Now this sucks because yellow claimed those 3 spots there. I was hoping to claim those spots, but now it seems like I'm just gonna have to run right across here. The orange and white, the red and yellow, the blacks even. Well, not so much the blacks, because I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna hop across those blues and back up. And that'll get me part way to where I need to be. So yeah, yellow is working on their routes. It looks like they have from here, I think from there you have to go to either there or there, either Chicago or Pittsburgh. I think it's only as far as Chicago. So they might be looking to claim a couple of extra tickets, or they might be working on another route because they still have 3. So we'll see how that goes. Now I'm going to hop up here, and then we'll claim the red line there and start pulling as many tickets as we can. Sorry, not tickets, as many train cards as we can. Hopefully I'll either get a bunch of wild cards or, you know, enough oranges or whites to finish it. And of course blue is safe enough. I'm guessing he has Vancouver to Montreal, or maybe he has Seattle to Montreal. I can't remember exactly where the route goes along there. I know it's either Vancouver or Seattle that it ends in, but I'm pretty sure it ends in Montreal. See, I haven't actually played the game enough to memorize all the routes. I know a few of them, I'm familiar with a few of them, but not all of them. Right, so looks like I might be working my way up the white side of that one. And as you can see, because of playing a couple of really long sets there, blue has 34 points. 15 of them came from this 6 car bit here, another 10 from these 5s, and 7 from the 4, and then 2 from there. Huh, I guess it's New York that he's going to there. Anyway, pull more train cards. And we will try our best to hook up for this 17 pointer. Now I'm down to 28 trains. Once I complete this, I'll be down to 23 trains. So if I pull any more tickets, they have to be within 23 spaces. And hopefully I'll be able to get to them. But we're just going to have to wait and see. It'll be a tough one. It will be a very, very tough one indeed. Right, I'm thinking that the blue guy has completed over to Montreal. Ooh. If he was going to Vancouver or Seattle, then red has just screwed him over royally. Because now blue would have to go down these 4 blues here and then back up or right across the yellows. So it's a tough one. tough one for him. It looks like he needs to connect Boston with somewhere down here. Since he only has the 2 routes, I'm guessing it's all the way down here that he has to go. But woohoo! Another white. Just 2 more tickets and I can complete another route. You know, if red gets himself a good 6 blacks, he will easily be running the longest route here. As it is, he's already pretty much got it, but that would help him kind of cement the position he's in. It's one of those games you can't really talk too much about when you're playing it, but you know, you can really get into it when you've got it in front of you and you're having a go. Ooh. Blue really wanted to make sure no one claimed the other side of that line. Okay, we got a couple of pinks. The good thing is, once I get the whites that I need, or if I manage to pull a couple of wild cards, brilliant. But once I get the cards I need to finish this line, I'll have easily enough left over in order to pull another route and start working on something else. Well, that is granted, I don't pull anything ridiculously impossible to get to, and you know, hopefully these guys won't use up all their trains. Because the thing is, you start off with 45 trains, and when you get down to 2 trains or less, it causes the last turn. So I'm on 28 now. If I play 26 trains and it gets down to 2 trains left on my in my stack, ooh, 1 more card and we can do it. So yeah, 2 trains left in my stack. Then red would have his last turn, yellow would have his last turn, blue would have his last turn, then it would come back around to me. I would play my last turn, and I'll just pull a wild card. I would play my... oh. There we go. I would have got a white, and that would have been brilliant. But yeah, I'd play my last turn, and then it would be over. Points would be calculated, and winner would be announced. Haha! Route complete. Now, when it comes back around to me, I will pull a route and see what happens. I don't see myself winning this unless I get some really good routes. Well, we'll take that one. We'll give that a shot. And I don't see us getting this, but screw it, we'll take it just for the hell of it. Now, let's see how we do. Right, well, we'll complete this. And that's part of it done. We're gonna have to work on getting some black cards to get these 6 spaces here. Otherwise, we're gonna have to pull down from the orange and these 2 clear ones. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned that. The clear ones, you can use any color tickets you want as long as they match. Like, I couldn't use 1 green, 1 red, and 1 black for that. I'd have to use, like, these 3 blues. Okay, looks like I gotta start collecting up some more cards now. That's perfect, that blue there, as long as everyone else just leaves it the hell alone. Come on, red, what are you up to? Do something. Yeah. when it gets down to this kind of thing where I have to just desperately try to connect these routes, you know, it's pretty nerve-wracking. I mean, the only chance I have of completing that route, which costs 11 points, this 11-point route, is, you know, I have to go those blue bits there, because red has claimed 2 of the routes into it and blue has claimed the other track into it. So if someone takes those blues, then that ticket is automatically not going to be completed. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully no one will take that blue car. Oh gosh, that's unlucky. Well, oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. As long as no one claims those 4 blues, I can claim the blues and then the greens on my next turn, and that'll be 1 route complete and part of the 8-point route as well. So there's part of it, and if these guys rush through their turns, hopefully they do, I'll be able to take the greens, and then I will have to start taking all of these black ones here. Oh, thank God he didn't take the black one. I don't think he realizes where I need to go, which is great. Because sometimes people will see along the lines of where you're going, and they'll say, wait a minute, he must be trying to complete this route. And they will deliberately put their trains in your way to block you. Like for the red guy, I'm pretty sure that one of his routes is from Los Angeles to Seattle, because I know that's one of the routes, and I think it's only worth like 8 points or something like that. Oh crap, well I wasn't looking at the ticket, someone took the black one. Right, well I best start collecting up then. Ooh, shit, red's down to 7 trains. That's bad for me. That is very bad for me. I really need to get some good cards here. Okay, we've got 3 now, essentially. Ooh, no, he's not collecting up the pinks there. I'm not sure why he played his 2 trains in Sault Ste. Marie and Toronto. Strange. It's like he was trying to block something, but I'm not sure what he was trying to block. Because, I mean, he can't really make use of it. Obviously he needed there, and Toronto to Pittsburgh, and possibly somewhere after that. I can't think of where he's trying to connect. But he's down to 5 trains. Oof. Blue's down pretty low on his train count too. And I got absolutely nothing there that helps me. This is nail-biting time now, folks. Really the only option for me, if it gets down to the last train, the last turn, if I can't complete the black section, my only option is to just play the longest train I can, which at the moment would be these 5 reds here, get the points from that, and just see how things turn out. Shit, 2. Oh no. Well, screw it. I'll just try these 2 bits here, because I have the oranges now. Throw them there. Hopefully no one will be dickish enough to try and block those last 2 spots. You never know. Last turn, so it was perfect that I got those 3. Hopefully no one tries to block me. Doesn't look like anyone's going to, unless blue is feeling a little bit mean. Certainly feels like taking his time anyway. Now I'm not gonna have enough points to win this. I'm probably gonna come 3rd. I'm just guessing here. I'm hoping for 3rd. It's probably gonna be a lot lower than 3rd. Way in last place, but the guy can dream. See, if you get these outside routes, you normally get, you know, a good enough number of points to do fairly well. When you're working around the center here, you get a lot of little points, like 2s and 1s, and your tickets aren't really worth a whole hell of a lot. But if you're lucky, you can collect up enough points to do something good. Now, they are calculating up all the points, so red is really shooting up there. And he completed all his tickets and he's up to 115. Now, how many yellow tickets were completed? That 21 point ticket was, Jesus, that was just a real boon for him. And 130. Damn. Ooh! Wow, blue failed to complete a 22 point route. That is some hit. But it's great for me because it means I don't come in last place. So there's my points, 102. And yellow wins with 130. It was very close between yellow and red. It really was the longest train that won it there for yellow. No, it was red got the longest train. Sorry. Yeah, it was just crazy. Yellow got so many tickets. 6 of them all, and one of them was a 20 plus pointer, I think. So yeah, they really got what they needed. And then you can have a look at how they did. Like, there's the blue, and here's the reds. Those were the tickets that they had to complete. And here's yellow's tickets. Just really crazy tickets for some of it, but they managed to join them all up. And they did pretty well. And then over here we can see the breakdown of points for everyone. And I am only on 1221. So I'm way down on points. There we go. That's our first game of Ticket to Ride complete. I'm not sure when I'll do the next one. I'll probably do Europe at some point in the near future. This isn't something I'm going to do regularly. It's just whenever I have a bit of free time and I feel like doing a quick bit of something, I'll probably throw up a game of this. If anyone wants to challenge me to a game and, you know, get something set up, just contact me on YouTube or friend me on Steam or whatever, and you know, we'll sort something out. Anyway guys, thanks for having a look at this, and really go get this game. It's amazing. It's like €8 on Steam, so whatever that is in your own currency. You can get it for the iPhone and iPod pocket version of it for like $160, whatever that is in your own currencies, and for the iPad it's like $550, and of course again whatever that is in your own currencies. You got to pay extra for Europe and Switzerland, and these, they're all DLC. It's like €4 for Europe, €3 for Switzerland, and then these three are all in one DLC for like 99¢, whatever that is. For the Pocket version you can only get the extra US maps, but for the iPad version you can get all the stuff as in-app purchases. So I really recommend anyone that, you know, has any love for board games, any love for trains, you know, get this. If you just want something that's really fun to play with your friends, get it. It's just amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna stop selling the game. You know, I think it kind of speaks for itself anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around.